Welcome back to the channel, where we will share some of the untold stories behind some of Hollywood's biggest names. Today we're exposing 20 celebs who aren't quite as nice as they seem on screen. From diva tantrums to downright abusive behavior, these stars have been called out for being Hollywood's biggest jerks. Ready for a wild ride? Let's get started. Mike Myers. Sure, Mike Myers made us laugh in Austin Powers and Shrek, but behind the scenes, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. Myers has been described as controlling and narcissistic, even going as far as firing someone for simply making eye contact with him. Yup, you heard that right. One legendary story involves Myers demanding that a toy company delivers overnight products to him but refusing to pay for the shipping. And remember Shrek's famous Scottish accent? Turns out Myers forced an entire overhaul of the movie just because he suddenly decided Shrek should have an accent. Good call? Maybe. But it also delayed production and cost millions, leaving everyone stressed. That kind of control freak behavior has earned him the title of insufferable from former colleagues. Candace Bure.
Okay, Michelle, how do you want to do this? Neck? Waist? Or feet?
Candace Bure grew up in front of us as DJ Tanner on Full House, and she's become a Hallmark Channel darling. But YouTube star JoJo Siwa shattered that wholesome image by calling Candace the rudest celebrity she'd ever met. This all started at the Fuller House premiere, where a 14-year-old JoJo asked Candace for a photo and got rejected. Candace claims it wasn't that deep, but JoJo's TikTok went viral, and now Candace's reputation has a little extra drama. Spike Lee.
This is not like sports, where you could go to the video and overturn the call. It's done.
Spike Lee is undeniably talented, but he's also notoriously short-tempered. He once cut a public lecture short by 40 minutes and brushed off fans during the Q&A session. Whoa! But the real drama came at the 2019 Oscars, when BlacKkKlansman didn't win Best Picture. Spike stormed out of the ceremony. He had already won Best Director, but apparently, one golden statue wasn't enough for him. Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock may have an image of being America's sweetheart, but reports suggest otherwise. A shocking story emerged about her verbally abusing a disabled veteran who simply asked for an autograph. And then there's her ex-husband, Jesse James, who claimed Sandra was controlling. Sure, Jesse's not exactly a beacon of morality as he did cheat on her. But considering others have also called Sandra difficult to work with, there might be more to it. Kiefer Sutherland. We loved him as the no-nonsense hero Jack Bauer on 24. But Kiefer Sutherland has a bit of a bad rep in Hollywood. His co-star Freddie Prinze Jr. claimed Kiefer was so unprofessional that it made Freddie want to quit acting altogether. Sutherland also has a DUI on his record and has reportedly caused problems on various film sets. So, while Jack Bauer might save the world, Kiefer is a different story behind the scenes. Tom Cruise.
That's really... Hey, no. Don't run away. Don't run away. No, let me have one. I don't care. That's incredibly rude. I'm here giving you an interview and answering your questions, and you do something really nasty. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. Well, you know what?
Tom Cruise is one of Hollywood's biggest stars, but his off-screen antics are legendary. Cruz allegedly imposed bizarre rules on his ex-wife Katie Holmes, including limiting her travel with their daughter and banning contact with Nicole Kidman. And let's not forget his infamous outbursts related to Scientology. Rumor has it that during the filming of Top Gun 2, Cruz even told Navy sailors on set not to look at him. Seriously, who does that? Jesse James.
It's a cheating scandal that has rocked Hollywood.
I wasn't the same after that.
Why did Sandra choose the bad boy? Keanu was right there.
She obviously didn't know I had a crush on her.
I believe she's in a relationship now. The window closed.
The culprit, the motorcycle man she fell for despite his bad boy image. We probably have way more in common than people.
Jesse James is best known for his motorcycle skills and, unfortunately, his cheating scandals. While married to Sandra Bullock, he cheated with multiple partners, even while they were in the process of adopting a child. Ouch. What's more is that his saga didn't end there. He went on to date Kat Von D, only to cheat on her too. How scandalous can you best? It seems fidelity just isn't in his vocabulary. Patrick Dempsey. Patrick Dempsey played the dreamy doctor on Grey's Anatomy, but behind the scenes, he was reportedly so difficult to work with that the show's creator, Shonda Rhimes, had him written off the show. After dealing with him, Shonda declared a no assholes policy on her sets. It's safe to say that McDreamy's exit might have been more of a blessing for the Grey's crew than a loss. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's fall from grace was hard and fast. In 2006, he made anti-Semitic remarks after a DUI arrest which shocked the world. As if that wasn't enough, he's also been accused of being sexist and was slapped with a domestic violence restraining order after threatening his ex-wife, Oksana Grigorieva. From sexist comments to criminal charges, Gibson has become one of Hollywood's biggest villains. Ellen DeGeneres.
And then there's me, Ellen. I'm the host of the show and the reason you all...
Ellen DeGeneres built her brand on being kind and funny, but many behind-the-scenes stories paint a different picture. Her writing staff has complained about how she treats them, and comedian Kathy Griffin has openly discussed Ellen's mean streak. In 2020, things took a dark turn when a Twitter thread exposed numerous instances of Ellen's bad behavior, like trying to get a waitress fired for having a chipped nail and forcing staff to chew gum before speaking to her because of her sensitive nose. Steven Seagal action star Steven Seagal has earned a reputation for being difficult.
He closed the door and approached me from behind. He started kissing my neck and taking off my clothes.
Actresses Regina Simons and Fabiola Dottis say Steven Seagal sexually assaulted them both as teenagers.
And it's not just because of his on-screen fights. Seagal has been accused of kicking stuntmen inappropriately on set, and was even labeled one of the worst hosts Saturday Night Live ever had. On top of his professional rudeness, several women, including Jenny McCarthy, have accused Seagal of sexual harassment. His once glorious action star reputation has taken a serious hit. Jonah Hill.
What the fuck, man? You know, are you deliberately trying to do this to like get a rise out? Is this English dry wit, or are you just a fucking asshole? I don't understand. Can you just ask a normal question?
I think we've got off on the wrong foot here. I just wanted to sort of like ask, you know, let's keep the...
You'd think a comedian would be fun to be around, but Jonah Hill apparently doesn't take jokes well. During one interview, when the host jokingly called him Seth, Jonah's mood instantly soured. It's not just one incident, though. Jonah has a history of making interviews painfully awkward, often giving minimal responses and shutting down questions. Maybe someone forgot to tell him it's okay to laugh once in a while. Jennifer Lawrence.
Once I enter a public place, I become incredibly rude. I turn into...
Jennifer Lawrence has built a brand around being relatable and funny, but off camera, things are a bit different. Lawrence has admitted to being rude to fans, explaining that it's a form of self-defense. While we get the need for boundaries, there's probably a nicer way to go about it. Her attitude extends to the press, too. In 2016, Lawrence reportedly scolded a reporter for looking at his phone during a press conference. It's tough to be the center of attention, but maybe she could have handled it a little better. Reese Witherspoon.
Do you know my name, sir?
Don't need to know.
You don't need to know my name?
Not quite yet.
Oh, really? Okay. You're about to find out who I am.
That's fine. I'm not real worried about you, man.
Reese Witherspoon had a very public meltdown when she and her husband were pulled over for reckless driving. When the officer asked for ID, Reese allegedly said, "Do you know who I am? You're about to find out." She was arrested for disorderly conduct shortly after. Some say her self-entitled behavior extends to movie sets, where staff are reportedly terrified of upsetting her. Looks like America's sweetheart isn't so sweet after all. Tommy Lee Jones.
Who's given you the worst red carpet interview? Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, no question.
He's at the top of everybody's lists.
Why?
Because he doesn't want to be there, he's unhappy doing the red carpet, and he is going to make everyone around him just as unhappy in the experience.
And he's
a giver.
He went apparently to Yale, and he's very impressed, Harvard, wherever he went. You know, we all went to Ivy League schools. Calm down.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, I'm smart, you're a swine. And you want to go, you know something? Move on and get your face abrasioned.
Tommy Lee Jones doesn't just play grumpy characters. He is one in real life. He's notorious for walking out of interviews, and he once made a GQ reporter cry during an interview. How mean can you be? And who could forget his infamous insult to Jim Carrey on the set of Batman Forever? Apparently, Tommy told Jim, "I cannot sanction your buffoonery." Harsh, but also kind of hilarious. Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard's real-life behavior is far darker than any villain he's portrayed on screen. He has multiple accusations of domestic violence, including one from his ex-wife, who claimed Howard once threatened to throw her off a hotel balcony. His attitude has also cost him roles, including his gig in Iron Man, where he was replaced by Don Cheadle after demanding more money. Katherine Heigl. Katherine Heigl's meteoric rise in Hollywood was followed by an equally steep fall, and her attitude is mostly to blame. Heigl was known for criticizing her own projects, including Grey's Anatomy, where she refused an Emmy nomination because she didn't think the writing was up to par. Whoa. Her outspoken nature extended to films like Knocked Up, which she called sexist. Heigl's high demands eventually turned her into a Hollywood outcast. Edward Norton. Edward Norton's reputation for being difficult cost him the chance to reprise his role as the Hulk in The Avengers. Marvel Studios openly stated that they wanted someone who was more of a team player. Ouch. Norton's perfectionist tendencies reportedly caused issues on various film sets, as he frequently tried to take over the director's chair. Turns out even Hollywood has its limits. Christian Bale.
I want you off the fucking set, you prick! I'm sorry. No, don't just be sorry. Think for one fucking second. The fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not? Yes, I am. Do I fucking walk around and rip that? No, shut the fuck up, Bruce. Do I want? No!
Christian Bale is known for his intense dedication to acting, but he's also known for his fiery temper, which reached a boiling point during the filming of Terminator: Salvation. In 2009, a now infamous audio recording was leaked where Bale completely lost it on the movie's director of photography, Shane Hurlbut. And when we say lost it, we mean a full-blown screaming tirade that went on for several minutes. Why? Because Hurlbut accidentally walked into Bale's line of sight during a scene. The outburst was so explosive and relentless that people were genuinely shocked when they heard it. Bale hurled insults, dropped more F-bombs than you could count, and even threatened to quit the movie if Hurlbut wasn't fired. The rant was so over the top, it practically overshadowed the movie itself. Instead of people talking about Terminator Salvation, everyone was buzzing about Bale's meltdown. It became the most memorable thing about the entire production. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf has always been known for his unpredictable behavior, but things really went off the rails when he got caught plagiarizing an entire screenplay. Yep, he didn't just borrow a few ideas. He straight up copied comic writer Daniel Clo's work, word for word, and tried to pass it off as his own. When people found out, the backlash was swift. Imagine thinking no one would notice in an industry full of sharp-eyed creatives. But if that wasn't bad enough, Shia's controversies go far beyond stealing someone else's script. His ex-girlfriend, musician FKA Twigs, came forward with serious allegations of physical and emotional abuse. She described a relationship full of manipulation and fear, filing a lawsuit that sent shockwave through the media. What made things even worse was that other former partners of Shia also came forward, confirming similar experiences. LaBeouf's reputation took a major hit, transforming him from a quirky actor with odd behavior into someone whose actions have had a devastating impact on the people closest to him. And there you have it, folks. The 20 biggest jerks in Hollywood. While these stars may shine on the silver screen, their off-camera antics prove that fame doesn't always come with a good attitude. Who surprised you the most on this list? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more juicy Hollywood exclusives.